In this video, we'll explore how Incredibuild's smart compatibility layer cuts cloud compute costs by up to 70% and adds on-prem flexibility without changing your workflows. Smart compatibility layer, or SCL, lets our Windows build acceleration work with Linux machines automatically. No workflow changes, no hassle. Simply deploy inside a lightweight Docker or Podman container and get results instantly. This means you can utilize existing Linux machines on-prem and replace costly Windows VMs with affordable Linux instances in the cloud. Now let's walk through how to set up SCL. In this case, we'll demo a Windows build running in the cloud, but the process is nearly identical for on-prem setups. The only difference is the deployment script, which we'll explain later in this video. We'll start from the Coordinator Manager, where we can see our grid and our initiator. Next, let's connect to the Linux machine that will serve as an SCL helper. In our Linux server console, we connect to our machine using SSH. Now, we get the installation script from Incredibuild's documentation. You can find links to this documentation in the video description. Let's update two key values. Set the IP address of your Incredibuild coordinator and make sure the Incredibuild version matches your setup. Now, we run the script. It automatically creates and starts the SCL container. Once deployed, we can confirm that the container is running. Back in the Coordinator Manager, we see a new Linux helper appear in the grid. It's marked with a Linux icon, confirming it's ready to accelerate our build. Now, let's run the build. As it progresses, we see both Windows and Linux helpers are now assisting this Visual Studio build. In this case, we see a build running in the cloud. This build is benefiting from cost savings. SCL replaces expensive Windows VMs with more affordable Linux instances. When running in the cloud, we recommend deploying a single container per VM for optimal performance, scaling by using multiple machines rather than using a larger single instance. For full cloud scaling guidance and setup scripts for AWS, Azure, or GCP, take a look at our cloud deployment guide in the description. If this were an on-prem build, SCL would help you maximize infrastructure flexibility. It would enable you to utilize both Windows and Linux servers as helpers, whichever are available. For on-prem servers with many cores, we recommend deploying multiple containers per machine to fully utilize hardware, sizing the number of containers based on the machine's specs and your project needs. For sizing recommendations and full instructions on deploying SCL on on-prem Linux machines, refer to our on-prem installation guide. Build is now complete. We saw Linux helpers added to your Windows grid, a workload seamlessly distributed across Windows and Linux, and utilization of as many cores as needed to reduce build times. With Incredibuild's SCL feature, you can speed up Windows builds, cut costs, and maximize infrastructure flexibility, whether you're running in the cloud, on-prem, or in a hybrid environment. Happy building! For more info on SCL, visit our documentation or contact your support team to get started.